Welcome to Educate. Today we talk about the rise of nationalism in Europe. Okay, this is the syllabus for NCERT 10th class Social Studies. Here, before entering into the lesson, let us know the countries which are located in Europe. This study material is useful for the aspirants who are preparing for PGT, TGT, social sciences, the Ekalavya Model School Residential Recruitment, Navodaya Schools Recruitment, and CTET Paper 2, and other central schools recruitment, and the NCERT 10th class. For all these aspirants, this material is useful. It is genuine study material I am providing you by studying the textbooks, especially only textbooks only. Okay, let us go. See here, uh, in this map several countries are there. First we need to identify France. Let us see the France is located here. Totally, this lesson goes around France and France social conditions, economical conditions, cultural conditions. These all things we discuss in this chapter. And after the surroundings, the neighbor countries are there. The neighbor countries of France are, uh, I'll show you here. There is a France, no, sorry, Spain, and after Switzerland, Bavaria. Okay, then after Netherlands. Okay, these are the countries, and after France, England also is there. But firstly, we focus on France and what are the changes in this chapter. Okay, let us know about that. See, the first thing is the first print is the Frederick Serrault. Who is Frederick Serrault means he is the painter of this age, and he painted a picture and he gave the title as a first print. Okay, its title is The Dream of Worldwide Democratic and Social Republics. The Pact Between the Nations. Okay, this is the title of that. So in so many competitive exams, this question is expected to come because the first print is related with whom? It means Frederick Serrault and some other four names will be given. Out of that, we have to select one. Okay, then what is the title of the Frederick Serrault's paint? Okay, that is the title is The Dream of the Worldwide Democratic and Social Republics, the pact between the nations, and this is the thing. This is the title of that paint. Okay, let us know what is that paint. This is the paint which was painted by Frederick Serrault. See here in this painter, you can see here some angels are there. Here, the before, first of all, here we see the Jesus picture. Okay, beside him, both sides, some angels are there. Okay, two males are there, and at his foot, at lion is there. Okay, and this side, all our angels are there. They are looking at the ground, and this side also some angels are there. Okay, here male female angels are there. Okay, and see here, at if we come down here, the Libertia statue. Okay, here a country's flag is there, tricolor country flag is there. Okay, it is crossed, the Liberty statue, this flag is crossed, but next it is to cross. Okay, other country has not crossed the statue, and remaining countries also following these countries. It means it is a long march. You can see here, from here to there. See, it is a long march up to here. Okay, it means all countries are following the first flag country, how it has made an attempt to achieve liberty, freedom from the monarchic kingdom. Okay, this is the picture. Is it clear? Now let us go. In 1848, Frederick Serrault, a French artist, prepared a series of four prints. Okay, visualizing his dream of a world made up of democratic and social republics. Okay, Frederick Serrault is the he's a French artist. In 1848, he painted a picture. In that picture, what he has shown means he showed the democratic and social republics. Democratic and social republics he showed, and after he called them the first print. He called them first print. Shows the people of Europe, America. See, in this picture, which continents and which continent is presented, which are the continents presented means here first Europe presented, America, and men and women. See, men and women of all ages, all classes, and marching in a long train, marching in a long train, offering the homage to state to Statue of Liberty as they pass by. It means in this picture, the Europeans are there, Americans are there, men and women of all ages, of social classes, and they are marching from long distance to Liberty statue by paying the homage. Homage is nothing but, and they are paying the respect to the liberty of statue. Okay, here, as you would recall, the artist of the time of the French Revolution personified by the liberty as a female. Okay, the French Revolution, especially the liberty, is personified as a female. See, the statue is a female statue here. You can see this is the statue. That is a female statue. You can see it means she is the liberty. Okay, here you can recognize the torch. A torch is seen in her hand, and after that enlightenment she bears in one hand, and the charter of the rights of man in other hand. See, in one hand the torch is there, in other hand the rights charter is there. On the earth, the foreground of the image lay the shattered remains of the symbols of the absolute institutions. You know what is meant by absolute institutions means where there is no freedom for expression of the common people. It means one person will be and he does however he wishes. Okay, see, here is a definition for this. Literally, the government or the system of rule that has no restraints on the power of exercised. In history, the term refers to a form of monarchical government that was centralized, militarized, and repressive utopian, uh, a vision of a society that is so ideal that it is unlikely to actually exist. It means this absolute kingdom, it doesn't give any kind of freedom of expressions, and it is a repressive government, and it is a militarized government, and it is a centralized. It means all powers vested in the hands of the monarchs only. Okay, kings. Okay, no other common people have a democratic rights in these absolute kingdoms. Okay, this is the thing. And in Sero's utopian vision, the people of the world are grouped as distinct nations, identified through their flags and national costumes. See, here the two things we have to study, we have to concentrate. The first thing is the distinctive colors, like distinct nations are there. It means different kinds of nations are there, and the flags are there, and national costumes. Okay, costumes. Nations means different kinds of nations are there, and they have their own flags. And national costumes means different countries have different kinds of dressing sense. Okay, these all things should be shown in that picture. It means utopian vision means the all these America and European continents are there. The people who are living in these continents, they have different kinds of dressing sense, food habits, and as well as they have some kinds of desires to get freedom from the monarchic repressive tendencies. Okay, that must be reflected in this picture. Okay, so that he reflected all these things in his picture. This is nothing but utopian vision. Okay, leading the procession way past the Statue of Liberty are the United States and Switzerland, which by this time were already nation states. See here, the first in the march who crossed the liberty means United States. The first country it marched towards the Statue of Liberty and crossed, that is the United States. And next one is Switzerland, which by this time were already nations or states. Okay, then here identifiably by the revolutionary tricolor has just reached the statue. The first flag reached the statue. You can see here the picture is that this color, this picture, this flag has crossed, just reached the statue. she is followed by the people of Germany, bearing the black, red, and gold flag. See, the colors are very, very important here. Identifiably by the revolutionary tricolor, has just reached the statue. She is followed by the people of Germany. Next, who is followed means Germany. Okay, here is Germany. Bearing the black, red, gold. See, this is a black color, this is a red color, this is a gold color. Okay, at the time when Sorrow created this image, the German people did not yet exist as the United Nation. The flag they carry is an expression of liberal hopes in 1848 to unify the numerous German-speaking principalities into a nation under a democratic constitution. Here, two things are there: United Nations and United Germany. It means in United States, different places are there, different states are there. All the states were brought together and made a country, so that we call them United Nations. Different nations brought together and formed the United Nations, and they first recognized the human rights and the freedom of expressions, each and everything. Seeing that other European countries also inspired, and they also wanted to live like that, so that the next place, next in the procession, who is the next one means Germans are there, because in Germany also different kinds of repressive activities were going on, so that the people also wanted to get freedom, to get liberty like Americans. Okay, following the German people are the peoples of Austria. Okay, next people are Austrian people are there. The kingdom of two Sicilies, Lombardy, Poland, England, Ireland, Hungary, and Russia. So these are the countries in series. The first United States, then after Germans, Germans after Australians, and the kingdom of two Sicilies. See here the countries are there. I will locate, I will highlight them if it is possible. Yes, it is possible. Germany, where is Germany? See German. Okay, this is the German land body. Then the time still unification has not taken place. Bavaria and some other lands are there. No? These are okay. Germany beside France. Okay, this land body is Germany. Right now we called. And after that Austria. So Austria is also one of the time it was a part of Germany right now. It is not there now. See here, this is Austria. Then after Austria, after the kingdom of Sicilies, two Sicilies, the kingdom of two Sicilies is here, and Poland. Next one is Poland. Okay, and after England. Okay, finally Russia. Okay, Russia is here. From the heavens above, the Christ, saints, and angels gaze upon the scene. They have been used by the artist to symbolize the fraternity among the nations of the world. It means why this picture had shown here means here, especially from the sky, that Jesus is looking to this world, to this earth. Along with him, the male and female angels also gazing at this people. It means they should live together, they should live with a fraternity. And after they should live as a one nation, all this uh, world. Okay, they are looking, they are gazing from the sky, that you can see in this picture. See, the series of countries is very, very important, and the angels and who is in the sky, those pictures also important, because in competitive exams every thing should be asked, so that we have to understand the picture completely. Next, let's go further. In this chapter, we especially discuss these things. During the 19th century, the nationalism emerged as a force which brought about the sweeping changes in the political and mental world of Europe. And after the end of these, result of these changes were emergence of the nation state in place of multinational dynastic empires of Europe. The concept of practices of modern state in which a centralized power exercised a sovereign control over a clearly defined territory had been developing over a long period of time in Europe. But a nation, a state was one in which the majority of its citizens, and not only its rulers, came to develop a sense of the common identity and shared history of descent. This commonness did not exist from the immemorial. It was forged through the struggle, through the actions of leaders and the common people. The first clear expression of the nationalism came with the French Revolution in 1789. France was a full-fledged territorial state in 1789 under the rule of absolute monarchy. The political and constitutional changes that came in wake of the French Revolution led to the transfer of the sovereignty from the monarchy to a body of French citizens. Here, the French Revolution and the monarchy to French, these things we have to remember in this passage. Okay, the ideas of la patrie, the fatherland, and la citoyenne, the citizen, emphasize the nation of a united community enjoying equal rights under a constitution. See here, la patrie means this is the la patrie is nothing but a French word. In English, it is called as the fatherland. Les citoyens. Les citoyens means in English the citizens, the fatherland and the citizens. These two ideas, concepts gain more power in this revolution. A new French flag, the tricolor, was chosen to replace the former royal standard. The people all come together and they removed the royal standards, flags, each and everything, and they hoisted a new French flag with the tricolors. The Estate General was elected by the body of active citizens and renamed the National Assembly. Before that, there was no National Assembly. The people, the Estate General was elected by the active citizens only, and after election of these citizens, it was named as National Assembly, and it means they completely dethroned the kingdomship and they brought a National Assembly in place of a monarchic kingdom. New hymns were imposed and oaths taken, the martyrs commemorated, all the names of the nation. A centralized administrative system was put in place and it formulated a uniform laws for all citizens within its territory. Internal customs, duties, and dues were abolished, and a uniform system of weights and measures was adopted. Regional dialects were discouraged, and French, as it was spoken and written in Paris, became the common language of the people. See, this is uh, about this chapter because if I continue, the video will length will increase, so that I'm stopping here. Watch this video. If it is interested, just like and share with your friends. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.